Today I'm reviewing a few different eyeshadows, and I did the clips over a series of days so that you could see what I look like with the eyeshadow I'm talking about. So I'm going to start actually with a couple primers I've been testing. I've been testing the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish eyeshadow primer and testing it against the NYX HD, which comes in a doe foot like this. I have to say, comes like that. I do like the Smashbox better. When you use the NYX, even if you put a little bit on or a little bit on your finger, it tends to be too much. And then after it supposedly dries, it still creases a little bit. Whereas the Smashbox is really thick, and you just squeeze a little bit out and touch your finger on the little tiny bit that comes out, and that's all you want to use, and put it on your whole lid and under the eyebrow. And you just use that little tiny amount and it's perfect. And I like how the eyeshadow lasts with this one a little bit better than this one, but this one can just, again, lead to a little more creasing. So the eyeshadows that I'm going to review next, and I think I'm going to do them in this order, are Phys Formula, which is, of course, the drugstore brand, It Cosmetics, two different palettes, but one of them is mine and one was a gift, and I'll be showing that. And then third is Studio Gear. So let's get started. Phys Formula makes some really nice matte eyeshadows, and I just have a couple of them here. There's this one, which is their Quartz Quartet, and then this one, which is Canyon Classics. And I'm wearing both of them now in some form or fashion. Let's see, in the Quartz Quartet, get rid of that little spongy thing, I'm wearing, let's see, well, let me start with the other one. Because Canyon Classics has this really light color. So I started with this on the inner corner of the lid and under the brow bone. It was a little light. So then I switched over to this one, and I put this one under the brow bone. It was a little less bright white. I put this one on my lid, and then I put a little bit of this on the inner corner. It really didn't do anything for me, on top of this one. And then I was playing with this a little bit in the crease. It was a little too light. So then I switched back to Canyon Classic, or not this one, this isn't Canyon Classic, to Quartz, and I put this in the crease. And then, actually, okay, look at it. You know what? I put this one in the crease. Sorry. They're so close. This one is a little less dark in the, this is, if I could read it upside down, Canyon Classics. And then I took this one in the Quartz Quartet and put it just here. Now, I'm having a little problem because I got something in this eye just before I started doing this, and it's red now, and then I was trying to get a little whatever it was out of my eye, and some lashes went away, so yeah, it's not looking that great, just because of all the tearing. But, and of course I did lots of blending. So these two are really nice, and I highly recommend them. Someone, who was it? Maybe Marnie Goldberg on her channel, she had compared these, and they've got another one, 3 or 4 of these sets. She had compared them to Urban Decay's Naked Basics, and taking a look at those, I would really like to get the palette, the small palette, and the Naked Basics too. But these are very similar in color and in texture. They go on really nice. If I just put a little bit on my hand, let's see. It's hard to see what that looks like. But they're very soft. Some are a little more pigmented than others. You get a lot on the brush, and others you don't get so much on the brush. But I highly recommend these for a drugstore brand, inexpensive, matte eyeshadow. Next I'm going to show you two eyeshadow palettes from It Cosmetics. One is mine and another I gave as a gift, and then we'll come back and I'll talk about my palette. Just to show you another palette I bought for my sister-in-law as a gift, the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty. This is different from mine. Mine is the Celebration. The one I bought for her comes in this pink cloth-covered container. I just get it open. So the colors are a little different. It comes with the thing with the mirror on top. So, and then I realized this is kind of mirror-like as well. So hopefully you can see this. But the colors are a little different from mine. I'm going to hold mine up now in the Naturally Pretty Celebration, which I love. I'll cover my face. So mine is on top, the Celebration, and hers is on the bottom. So she's got blonde hair. She doesn't have brown eyes. She tends to wear warmer colors, so I thought she would like this one a lot. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes has become the It Cosmetics. This is going to reflect Naturally Pretty Celebration. This one might have been a limited edition. It comes in this silver. And today I'm wearing this one on your left, Snow Angel, on the inner corners and on the brow bone. And then I'm wearing on my lid this one called Miracle, which I hesitated to use it because I usually don't use pink or orangey eyeshadows, but that's on my lid. And then in the crease, I use this lighter taupe called Wonderland. And then using this little brush, which I'll link to one that I found online. It's real narrow and stays pretty stiff. This is bold of me too, I took a little bit of the Starry Night, which is a blue, and I put it, let's see, I have a mirror here, I put it only here. I just took this little brush and pulled it up here, and then of course I used a bigger, fluffier brush to blend it all together. And then this palette I like, of course, because it's so matte, and then they have this down here, which is two colors that go from one continuum to the other. One is Transforming Ombre and a Radiance Ribbon, I don't know. This one's lighter and then it gets gold to your right. And I took a little bit of the lighter and just dotted it inside here. So that's how I got this look today with one of my favorite palettes. Today I'm wearing Studio Gear eyeshadows. This is one of my favorite lines. It's not too shiny. So a color that I use often, let's see if I can hold this up, you can see it. It's kind of a beigey. It's called Barely There. And today I have that on the inner corner, most of the lid, and under the brow. And if my eyes look weird today, I am having an allergic reaction over here. I get some little puffy things happening around my eye, and my doctor has no idea why. So we'll look at this eye. And then on the lid, I have this color called Camel. It's a nice light taupe. And then on the crease, I have this one called Golden Smoke. It's a little darker taupe. I'll put these up side by side so you can see them side by side. It's not really golden. And I don't even know that they have this color anymore, but again, side by side, they're pretty nice. So I have that in the crease and out to the side a little bit. And I really like those. And then just as a little bit of fun, I have this one. This is called Nite Out. It's actually a silver and it is very shiny. They don't make it anymore, but there are a lot of companies that make something like this in silver. And all I do, which somebody at the Ulta store had talked to me about, said, oh, this looks great on brown eyes. Of course, you might say that to everybody. I just take a little bit with my finger, like that, and I'm looking at a mirror here, and I just touch right in front of where the eyeball would be. And I only did it on that eye today, so you can tell with bad allergic eye, without, and then with the silver, it gives it a nice little sheen. So these are really nice. They don't sell this at Ulta anymore, so I order them online. I hope you enjoyed seeing what the Physicians Formula, the IT Cosmetics, and the Studio Gear looks like on an older eye. Thanks. Bye.